Throughout history, there have been some truly ferocious creatures that roamed the earth. It seems that the biggest and most dangerous of them have since gone extinct. For this list, I won't be including very well-known animals such as the Spinosaurus or T-Rex, or for the most part, any other dinosaurs. Number 10. Gigantopithecus. This creature was a monstrous ape closely related to the orangutan. It roamed the bamboo forests, jungles, and mountains of China, India, and Vietnam during the Pleistocene time period. Despite its intimidating size, it was a vegetarian. However, that didn't make it any less terrifying to encounter. It could grow up to 3 meters tall and weigh as much as 1,200 pounds. Its strength was undoubtedly extraordinary, likely keeping it safe from most predators. If a human had ever gotten too close, it probably wouldn't have hesitated to use its strength to defend itself. It went extinct about 300,000 years ago, possibly due to overhunting by early humans or as a result of climate change. Number 9. 3-foot-long scorpions. Officially known as pterygotus, these creatures were very similar to today's scorpions, but far larger. They could grow up to 1 meter long and were armed with sharp claws and a venomous stinger. It is not known exactly how deadly their venom was, but given the amount they could inject with each attack, it was likely quite potent. During the time period that these creatures existed, there were also giant roaches the size of house cats, dragonflies the size of hawks, and millipede relatives that reached up to 3 meters in length. Number 8. Giant crocodiles. As if modern crocodiles weren't terrifying enough, there was once a creature known as Purosaurus, a crocodilian species more than twice the size of any alive today. It lived in South America around 8 million years ago and could grow up to an astonishing 13 meters long. To put that into perspective, that's more than twice the length of the largest crocodile species still in existence. It was fully capable of swallowing a human whole. These enormous crocodiles were so powerful that they were even capable of fighting T-Rexes and winning. Number 7. Quetzalcoatlus. Undoubtedly one of the most horrifying living things to have ever taken to the skies. Quetzalcoatlus was a gigantic predatory bird-like pterosaur. It stood roughly as tall as a giraffe, with some individuals boasting wingspans of 12 to 15 meters, making them as large as a small plane. One of the strangest things about these creatures was their body proportions. They had absurdly long legs, necks, and beaks, with relatively small bodies and short wings. Scientists believe that, rather than hunting in the air, they primarily stalked the ground in search of prey. Anything they could catch and swallow whole was fair game, including dog-sized creatures, or possibly even man-sized ones. Number 6. Megalodon. The enormous megalodon was the largest species of shark to have ever existed. It is generally believed to have looked similar to the modern great white shark. However, while a great white can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh over 7,000 pounds, Megalodon dwarfed it, reaching lengths of up to 60 feet and weighing anywhere from 50 to 100 tons. It only went extinct around 2.6 million years ago, meaning it often interacted with animals that are still around today, such as giant sea turtles, porpoises, and even whales. If Megalodon still roamed the oceans today, it would be one more reason to stay out of the water. Number 5. Gorgonops. Before dinosaurs dominated the planet, Earth was already home to giant, horrifying predators. One prime example is Gorgonops, a terrifying creature that lived 260 million years ago, long before dinosaurs became the apex hunters. It was about 6 to 10 feet in length and was both fast and vicious. It quickly rose to the top of the food chain, thanks in part to its massive canines, so large that they nearly protruded beyond its lower jaw. Number 4. Terror birds. These birds were the top predators in South America and parts of North America during the Miocene, Pliocene, and early Pleistocene periods, before being replaced by large carnivorous mammals like big cats. Unlike Quetzalcoatlus, they were entirely flightless, but they made up for it with incredible speed. Some estimates suggest they could run as fast as a cheetah. They were also massive, with the largest species reaching up to 3 meters tall and weighing up to half a ton. Their primary weapon was their massive head, which could grow up to a meter long, allowing them to swallow prey as large as a dog in a single gulp. Thanks to the hooked tip of their bills, they could kill and consume prey much larger than a dog, including horses, camels, and, if they had been around at the same time, possibly even humans. Number 3. Titanoboa. The largest snake to have ever existed, Titanoboa grew upwards of 15 meters long and weighed over a ton. It thrived in the warm, tropical climates of prehistoric Earth about 60 million years ago. Like modern boa constrictors, it killed its prey by constriction. There was essentially nothing that Titanoboa couldn't crush, like a tube of toothpaste, making it a true apex predator. If these snakes were still alive today, they would treat humans the same way a modern boa constrictor treats a guinea pig, which is why we should all be grateful for their extinction. Number 2. Arthropleura. If you've ever been creeped out by a centipede or millipede crawling through your backyard, then you'll probably be horrified to learn about Arthropleura. These were massive millipedes that could grow up to 3 meters long. They had few, if any, natural predators, and it remains unclear whether they were predators themselves. Regardless, encountering one of these creatures would have been a nightmare. Whether they were aggressive or not, odds are you wouldn't want to come face to face with one. Number 1. Mosasaurus. Fossil evidence suggests that Mosasaurus could reach up to 50 feet in length, making it one of the largest marine predators in Earth's history. Its head resembled that of a crocodile, lined with hundreds of razor-sharp teeth capable of tearing through even the most well-armored prey. Almost 3 times the size of Leopleurodon, which was perhaps the next most ferocious sea predator. Mosasaurus was an unstoppable force in the ocean. If it were alive today, it would be capable of devouring a small boat in a single bite. So if you could revive one of them, which one would you choose? Tell me.